hCG Chica. So guess what? I put on false eyelashes for the very first time in my 39 years of life today because I have something very important to share with you. And that is that you can now purchase 441 Phase 2 hCG recipes. And if you're thinking, Razel, it's so obvious it's your first time putting on false eyelashes because they look terrible, that's okay, because you know what? This isn't about me, this is about you. So, why do we need recipes for the hCG diet? I would like to quote a very wise woman, my mother, who once said, "If I eat canned tomatoes and beef one more time on hCG, I'm going to barf." I didn't make that up. Those were her exact words. That really just kind of highlights a problem that we have on the hCG protocol, which is that it's super strict. Not only are you not eating much, what you're eating of those few calories is not all that appetizing a lot. The list of foods is very short. This isn't like the paleo diet or the keto diet where you can have a tub of cream cheese. The list of foods is like cucumbers, radishes, It's hard. They're not foods you would typically choose to eat all the time. Oh, I'm craving radishes. That typically doesn't happen. So here's why Phase 2 recipes are going to help you get through the hCG diet successfully. One, it's going to help you keep from cheating, mainly because when you're eating really bland food on the diet, it's okay sometimes. Some of the times you can do that, it's fine. But then there's times where the diet just starts feeling really old, and or your family is having some super delicious meal, maybe one that you've cooked for them that you can't eat, and you just start craving something that tastes good, and you're just stuck with this cucumber with vinegar on it, and that's it, So when you have meals that actually taste good, there's different dishes that taste like comfort food, sweet things, fruity things, savory, you're able to make something that actually kind of fills the need that you're feeling without going off protocol. So not cheating, number one. That helps you not quit on the diet, because basically once you start cheating, it's easy to start considering quitting and starting another time. So that just stops that right there. It keeps you sane. So maybe you have the guts to just power through, but you're so miserable, but you can do it. Sometimes when we do that, it can kind of come back to bite us later. I've actually had this experience before, multiple times, where I exhibited extremely amazing self-control in a certain scenario, didn't eat any of the things, but then I came home and completely binged on the diet. So there's just something about that too, where when you stay sane, you kind of keep yourself regulated with your internal physiology by being happy overall with what you're eating. It kind of helps you to keep that self-control and not just kind of freak out later. There's 441 Phase 2 recipes. This is the largest compilation of hCG recipes that exists online today. All of them were created for my special project. I photographed almost every single one of them. You might think photos don't matter, but I challenge you to look at a black and white cookbook that has no photos, which you can find plenty of those online on Amazon, and just, look through some of the photos of our recipes. They really make you want to make them, they inspire you, they create an experience out of the diet for you that's kind of lacking without it. And this diet, I've done this diet. I've done 5 rounds. I've been maintaining my weight loss for 7 years, so I know how hard it is. You really need to find ways to make this doable, to make it as enjoyable as possible so that you can stick it out, because it is very strict. Just as a comparison, you can go online and buy 2 hCG cookbooks that are black and white that have no photos. There's 350 of them, and it's gonna cost you $50. Or you could have forever access to our 441 recipes for $49. I realize it's basically the same price, but the point is you're getting way more recipes, and you have the inspiration of all the beautiful photos to really inspire you and just kind of keep you feeling, I'm not gonna say delighted, because you're just not gonna feel delighted on this diet, but just to keep feeling motivated. We are the only resource that has hCG pizzas. And you might be thinking, what? You can't have pizza on hCG? Well, you can have these sorts of pizzas. We call them meatzas. They have a ground meat crust, and I kid you not, they are the bomb. But don't let me speak. I'm gonna let you see here what other people think of these amazing pizzas. I'm the only person that has these. These are really special. We have over 40 pizza recipes alone. This is a one-time cost for lifetime membership to the site. I want to do just a quick breakdown. So, sometimes you see the big number of how much something costs. I'm a very frugal person, so sometimes I need to trick myself into buying stuff that I really do need to buy. So it's $49 for the recipes, right? And you might be like, ooh, I don't know about that. Like I said, if you go on Amazon and buy 2 cookbooks, you're gonna get less recipes with no photos for the same price. So you're getting more here for this, okay? But break it down. If you do a 6-week round of the hCG diet, which is what's most commonly done, that's only $1.16 per day. And that's just for one round. You have lifetime access to these recipes. Many of us ladies end up doing the hCG diet more than once, whether because we have, more weight to lose or we screw up, which happens. So keep that in mind, $1.16 per day. So I have to process stuff like that in my head that way because there's times that I really do need to buy something. It's gonna be good for me, but I hate spending money. So, and then once I get it, I'm like, oh, that was such a great purchase. Why didn't I buy that 6 months ago? But anyway, hopefully that helps you guys kind of see that hey, this is a really reasonable way to make my hCG round a more sure success, make sure I lose the weight, make sure I don't cheat, make sure I don't quit, and just get through this, lose the weight. The other thing is you're learning tools here that are gonna help you maintain your weight loss for a long time. So pretty much for all of us, I'm gonna say 95% of us that need to lose weight when we go on hCG, we're gonna have at least some adjustments to make when we get into life maintenance. So to maintain our weight loss long term, typically we can't go back to eating exactly how we ate before the diet. It may not mean, that we can't ever have a treat or anything, but overall, typically, especially as we get older, we do have to make some kind of permanent changes that are just healthier ways of eating. And you'll kind of notice with the way the recipes are done here, you're gonna kind of be learning that subconsciously, those tools for long-term maintenance. So honestly, this is gonna be benefiting you, not just for phase 2, but really beyond. The other thing that sets our recipes apart is that our recipe compilation is the only resource that basically covers all types of hCG protocols. So today, as you may know, there's lots of different ways to do the diet. So you might do 500 calorie diet, you might do 800 or 900 or 1,000 calorie diet on hCG. You might have a different food list. You might have homeopathic hCG or real hCG injections. It doesn't matter what kind of protocol you're following, you can utilize our recipes. And that's the nice thing too, because as you're on the diet or as you do future rounds, you may find yourself deciding to go a different route, and our recipes will always suit kind of whichever way you're going. If you're following Dr. Simeon's strict original protocol with the 500 calories and only the list of foods that he had back in 1950 whatever, you can do that with our recipes, and we have them clearly labeled and marked so that you can make sure, I'm doing Dr. Simeon's protocol. If you're doing a more updated protocol that many weight loss clinics administer, maybe you're doing hCG through a clinic, you have a longer list of foods that you can utilize. You might have a different calorie amount. You can utilize our recipes for that too. And we have those recipes labeled perfectly as well so that you can have that variety, because that's kind of part of the point of the updated protocols, is having a little more sanity built into your protocol while still getting really good results. You can easily change the serving sizes of the recipes. All the nutrition facts are on there. Now it's easy to stand here and me talk about the recipes, how great they are. I'm gonna insert some testimonials here of ladies and what they have thought of the recipes and how it's helped them. So that's it. So remember, $1.16 per day for a 6-week round. That's what the breakdown is. So don't overthink this, ladies. Just get the recipes if you think this will help you. I do offer refunds, so don't worry about that. Like, just try them out, see if they help you, and if not, just email me and we'll refund you. All right, talk to you later. Bye.